Hello, good evening everyone. Today we are going to use Altair Rapidminer Studio to design a deep learning model. So first, let's take the dataset that we are going to use and let's see that what we are having in the dataset. So you can see here that the dataset is actually having 22 different attributes, and what we are going to do with all these attributes is we are going to predict the life expectancy based on the other attributes. Those are present here. Okay, so if we see the statistics here, we can see that there are some missing values. Okay, so we need to deal with this. So let's go back to the data and to the process dashboard, and let's first handle the missing values. So let's search an operator that can help us in handling the missing values. Okay, so I'm dragging this operator and I will just connect this. Okay, so if I click on this, in the right side in this particular panel, you can see that it's asking me to about like what operation I want to perform. So what I can do is I can either select filter all the data without the missing values, or what I can do is I can replace them with the average. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to replace this with the average, and if I want to individually perform any particular operation to the particular columns, that also I can do. But let's replace everything with average as of now. Okay, so okay, so after replacing the missing values, the next thing is I need to select attributes. Now this step is really important here because I will show you that this particular example, I mean this particular data set is having a lot of different attributes. Okay, so instead of taking all the attributes, I'm going to take only few of the attributes. So so as I want to predict life expectancy, let's select that first. Then let's select BMI and all the different diseases that might affect the life expectancy of people in a particular country. Let's take infant death status because money matters. Then you take polio, measles. Okay, let's take the GDP as well, and under five deaths as well. Okay, and also let's take total expenditure and adult mortality. Okay, so let's take only this much and apply. Okay, so after selecting all the attributes, the next thing we need to do is we need to select our y column. Okay, the column that we want to predict. Okay, so for that we need to use another operator called set role. So I just need to connect these examples, and I need to select one attribute that I want to keep for detecting the life expectancy. Okay, here it is. Okay, so this is done. The next thing is I need to split the data into train and test. So for that, I will use an operator called split data. So I will pass the all the records, which is called example here, into the split data operator. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to split the data into training and testing. So I will take 70% of the data for training and 30% of the data for testing from the whole data set. Okay. Then the next thing will be using the deep learning operator, since we are going to design a deep learning model for predicting the life expectancy. So I will be passing all the parameters from the split data to train. Okay, so input example set must have special attribute label. So I think here we haven't selected the label. Okay, so you need to keep it as life expectancy, and you need to change it to label. Okay, and apply. Okay, only selecting life expectancy is not enough. You need to actually mention that it's the level. Okay, so now you can see that the error has been resolved. The next thing is we also want a performance evaluator, right? So to check that, we have to use a performance evaluator. Since this is a regression problem, so let's take a performance evaluator for the regression problem. The next thing is you need to pass the level. So the levels will be, so let's connect the model first because we, okay, so before doing that you need to actually also um, drag the apply model also. So these are the recommended operators, that is like based on whatever steps we are doing, it actually recommends us the particular operator that we might need to use. So let's take this, and we need to pass the model through the apply model, and we need to take the labels from the split data. So the data we're passing to apply model here. Then the next thing is we need to check the performance of the model. So we need to connect that here, and also we'll connect it with the split data for checking the performance. And next thing is we need to connect the model because we want the output from the output as model. We also need to check the performance. Okay, and we also need the example. Okay, so okay, so what all we need to have in the performance? So we need correlation, squared correlation, okay, and root mean squared. Main criteria I want is correlation. Okay, so let's run this. Okay, so there is a missing attribute. Okay. Input example set has no attributes. Okay, so okay, so we did some mistake here, right? So we are not supposed to select only one attribute here. We need to select a subset of the attributes, right? So that is what the mistake we did. So let's select the attributes again. Um, diphtheria, GDP, hepatitis B, caveats, infant, BMI, adult mortality, obviously life expectancy, measles, polio, status, total expenditure. Okay, that's it. Um, okay, apply. Now I think things should work. Okay, everything seems fine. So let's run this. Okay, now the model is run, and we can see the performance. We can see the correlation. So you can see that the correlation is around 0.92. So the accuracy you can see that it's around 92% accurate. Okay, and see this is the life expectancy that is actually present in the data set that is provided, that was provided by default, and this is the life expectancy after prediction. So it's very close. Okay, it's very close. 48, 52, 45, 55. Okay, so this is how we can. So this is how we can develop a design a deep learning model using Altair's Rapidminer Studio, and so that's it. Okay, I hope this you like this video, and thank you for watching. See you in the next video.